You've got "Don't Leave Me This Way," good old Teddy Pendergrass song. We've heard on this on the show here tonight. We've heard "The Devil Went Down to Utah," your old version of that. You got "Take on Me." You've got "We Like to Party," which is a little obscure for some people, but if they hear it, I think they would know what it is.
I am very familiar with that song.
Yeah, it's the Six Flags theme song.
Oh, that's true. Okay. All right. So there you go. So I didn't make that connection, but yep, you're right.
What theme song?
You've also got, we played Psycho Killer. We played Dark Horse. We played Faith. You've got The Bad Touch by the Bloodhound Gang, which who in the hell covers that? You guys do. Holy shit.
We had to learn it for a wedding and it just kind of stuck.
And
that's got to be so fun though.
You've also got a Tevin Campbell song from the Goofy movie, Eye to Eye. I mean,
that's like our happy place song. We would sing that when we were on tour and spirits were low. We would use that song as like a hype tool. Just like we'd like one of us would just get the sleepy, cranky eyes, and the other one person would just be like, "Well, I've got myself a notion, one I know that you understand," and everybody would just like, you can't not join in if you saw that
and
that movie at the same age that we all did.
It lends itself to bluegrass too. It's got that nice little, sort of rhythm that you can mimic on guitar. It's got the gallop,
which is pretty easy to do on the mandolin. Yeah, and I want to say about the album too, we have some really fantastic guests on the album. On "The Devil Went Down to Georgia," the devil is played by Jeremy Garrett from the infamous String Dusters. Okay. And on "Gimme Shelter," Andy Hall takes a dobro solo that is like so cool. I've listened to it a lot. And then we have Anne Fung from Twisted Pine, who's a phenomenal flautist and flute player, and she takes a ripping solo on "Don't Leave Me This Way."
Oh.
And then Sam Zickfruits Armstrong takes a banjo solo on "We Like to Party," and he has been touring with the Little Smokies these days, so you have probably seen him out there if you've seen the Smokies in the last few months. And he's just one of my favorite people. And all we told him was like, we want Mario Kart banjo. And he was like, I actually know exactly what you mean.
Okay.
And he understood the assignment. He did a great job.
That's awesome. Sounds like a parallel of like an Eddie Van Halen story. He just walks in and said, "Do it this way," and he just does it one take and leaves.
Yep, pretty much.
That's awesome. So, what was there? How much of these were picked for? I mean, I think you've sort of alluded to the fact that these are just songs that you guys play anyway. But how much for the album? How much of these were picked for maybe the silliness, humor, versus we know we want to paint these songs with a different sound for people?
Well, painting the songs with a different sound for people is something we kind of do across the board, because we all, that's one thing we've always found as a fun challenge is taking songs like Dark Horse by Katy Perry or The Bad Touch by the Bloodhound Gang that are these really silly, dumb songs. And it's like, how can you make this fun to do? Like, how can we make this sound good? And sometimes that we take a completely new brush to it, we reshape it and make it our own, like with reharmonizations and added sections and stuff, little jams here and there. But then some songs, it's just like, you can just do bluegrass too, and they just turn out just fine. Like "We Like to Party," we just do that, but bluegrass, and it's just fine.